Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Marlise and this is BitKnits. It is yet again another Monday. I don't know where these Mondays have been going, but yes, we're already back at another Monday and here we are for a Mystery Monday Makes. I have picked 14 free patterns that I found all across the internet. I've put them into an online name picker. We spin the wheel every week to pick our next mystery make. All of these patterns are new to me. I've never made them before. So it's a challenge to see if I can follow the pattern in a week, make something in the week to show you every Monday. Last week was somewhat of a failure. I attempted some crochet socks. I made one sock. And I'm going to have to go back and revisit that pattern because it's not a bad pattern. I just was not able to get both socks done within the week. But I think it's doable. This week, we're going to head over to the online spinner, spin the wheel for our next project. We'll take a look at the pattern quickly, and then we'll get to making our next Mystery Monday make. All of the pattern information will be down below. I'll give you the website or the link to where you can find the free pattern if you're interested in making this week's Mystery Monday make, or check the playlist for all of our Mystery Monday videos, and the patterns for each of those projects will be in their description box for that video. I'm also going to be doing a video at the end of this summer edition to show all of the things that we made, all 14 projects, and in that video I will have a link to each of the patterns in one spot so you can easily just grab it in that video. But that will be coming up in a few weeks once we finish with our 14 Mystery Monday Makes projects. So without further ado, let's go spin that wheel and get started. Let's jump right into this. I'm going to remove the socks and click to spin for this week's project. What do we have? The fruit slice keychains. Here is the pattern on the blog. It is a Rafa Musa, I hope I'm saying that right, designs pattern. You've got to scroll down to get to the actual pattern, but I will link all of that down below. There's the materials, and it tells you what colors you need to make the different fruits. And there are step-by-step directions on how to make these cute little fruit slices keychains. So that is what we're going to be making in this video. This was probably one of my favorite Mystery Monday makes. These fruit keychains came out absolutely adorable and they were not hard. Once you get the pattern, which is super easy, it's only 7 rounds. Once you get the pattern down, it's just a matter of changing colors to get the fruit look that you want. So I'm super happy with the pattern. The instructions on the website are great. It's really a step-by-step process. And the best part is they don't take very long at all. So if you are into selling some of your things like at markets or on Etsy or wherever you happen to sell your handmade goods, these are a really quick make that I think would be a little cute something to have available in your market or on your website or wherever you sell. So let's take a look at these cute keychains. Now, I didn't start these until Saturday night. It was probably about 5 o'clock on Saturday before I actually sat down and started working these up. And I made 4 in that night. And I was done well before 8 o'clock. Does not take long at all. The first one that I did was the kiwi. We have our kiwi keychain. You start with white in the center, and then you switch to green, and then you end with brown. You embroider the little seeds on, and then you fold it in half. So you've got a circle at that point. You fold it in half, and you just sew around an edge, take a little half moon, add the keychain part at the top, and you're done. Does not take long at all. Like I said, it's 7 rounds and you're just increasing. So once you have that increase pattern, you can make a whole bunch of these almost in batch form if that's what you want to do. You can make a whole bunch of circles, embroider what needs to be embroidered if you have seeds or anything that need to be added, and then you can just seam them all up and add the keychain. So this was the first one I did. Super easy. It was not hard at all. The only kind of tricky part is the color changes, but again, other than that, super easy. So we've got a kiwi. The next one that I did is the lemon. Here's my little lemon, just yellow and white. And then at the end, you just sew on the little slices. So a white stripe, almost like you're cutting a pizza, because you want 8 little slices in there. This one came out really cute as well. Super easy. There was just the 2 color changes because you start with the white in the center. You work a few rounds of yellow, 1 round of white, and then you end on a yellow. Add the keychain and you're done. The next one I did was the orange, and this is just exactly like the lemon, only you're using orange. Really easy, really simple pattern. And then the last one I did was the watermelon. And you can tell I embroidered the little seeds. This one had a little bit more of a color change because you start with the pink, you go to white, you end with green. But how cute. They're just adorable. Now I used just acrylic yarn that was in my stash, so these are a great stash busting type project. In fact, this orange, I only had just a little bit left and I still have most of it left. So these do not take up much yarn at all. It says to weave in your ends. I didn't do that. I kind of just stuffed them inside because it's not going anywhere. I wasn't afraid of them coming out or undone. I think I tied a few together just to kind of secure it a little bit. But then once I folded it and seamed it, sewed up the side, it's not going to go anywhere. So I've got watermelon, orange, lemon, and kiwi. So cute. I am so happy with how these came out. Absolutely love them. I will be making more of these 100%, especially when I don't know what I want to make and I just want something easy and fun and quick. I'm going to be picking up my hook and making some fruit slice keychains. So this was a short and sweet Mystery Monday make. Thank you so much for watching. There's only one thing left we have to do, and that's head over to the computer and pick our next project. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next Monday. Bye.